This is Jordan Tuck, also known as SpeakerFreak95, and I gave him this gift, which is a Motorola speaker that I had showcased in an old 2007 video, I believe. And it uses a very unique design. It's made by Motorola.
Check this out. It's their old Motorola logo too. It's before the Motorola logo that we all know and love today. This was before that. Check that out. The numbers handwritten in there. When's the last time that the general public had a handwriting that looked like this? I mean, think about that.
Too long, brother.
People don't write like that anymore. All right, so we moved to a little bit of a better lit area. This is in our dining room. Pretty cool. Check this out on the side, on the bottom here if you want. A little bit of writing going on. Looks like the box has seen some moisture. We're going to unbox this and we're going to listen to it. It's going to be great. Now, I also want to explain my history with this speaker. I saw this in a video many moons ago. I think this was actually before I had a YouTube channel.
Oh, wow.
I know for a fact, in middle school, before I even had a YouTube channel, I knew of the guy holding this camcorder. I never knew I'd ever meet him. Never knew that was a possibility. Anything's possible, obviously. So, I saw this speaker. I mean, I liked all of them, let's be honest. I liked every single one of them, especially the ones with the warped cones.
Right.
They saw moisture and the cones were all wrinkly.
Yeah.
Still worked. Those were cool. But the coolest one was this one. And didn't you have this hooked up to a calophone?
I had it
hooked
up to something. It might have been the calophone.
Pretty sure it was one of those tan-colored calophones. I'm looking for one. I had one a long time ago. Got lost in a move. Anyways, that's a different story. I'm going to take a look at this speaker for the first time in person. I think at some point after I created my YouTube channel, I got in contact with the person holding this camera. And we talked over the years, became good friends through the internet, you know, as people do. And, man, here we are now.
In person to open up this number 5 Oblong Speaker.
All right, let's do it. Let's do it. Why are we waiting? I think, did you initially unbox this?
Well, I probably looked at it before, but just to warn you, whenever I tested it back then, something was misaligned and it was rubbing slightly, just to warn you.
We can fix that.
Yeah.
We're in the right place.
You are the man who knows how to properly doctor a speaker. Now look at that weird design.
Look at that. Look at how the box opens. So what's extremely interesting to me is it's not the speaker that I'm thinking about right now. It's actually the memories of seeing that video and watching it on I think it was a laptop. It's like my first computer. And I discovered YouTube. Of course, being a speaker freak, I looked at speaker videos. One thing led to another. I discovered Cassette Masters videos. And I saw this in that video where he just had 1 million speakers in one video.
Yeah, I found these speakers. They were all at a church rummage sale back in 2007, and I don't remember exactly how much I paid for the box of speakers, like maybe $5, I think, for the whole box full of old speakers.
You got a deal. Look at that. So the spider, if you look, I'm afraid to put my hand through the cone. I've been known to do that. The spider, check that out. You can see it. It's facing the other direction. You can see the voice coil down in there.
So weird.
The magnet, which looks like a standard speaker magnet at the time. You know, it is so cool. Oh, this is an easy issue to fix. It's just crust in the coil. A lot of times these Alnico magnets will create whiskers. Kind of like what transistors do.
Oh, that's so weird. Wow.
And of course magnetic dust gets sucked in through that dust cap. So this is very easily fixable. The way you fix it is you play it. I actually made a very basic video. I wasn't proud of it. It was a last-ditch effort. But I made a video literally of playing music through speakers that had this problem, and they would just clear themselves up, either a tone or running them off a variac at a very low voltage. But this is very fixable. This is typical of a speaker that's never been played. And even one that has been played, this happens a lot. But this is a cool speaker, the coolest one I've ever seen. I mean, look at the frame. Now, I gotta ask, this is a specific product.
Mm-hmm.
This is probably a one-time use device. I'm assuming this came out of a car radio or something. That's what I'm thinking.
I'm pretty sure it was made for use in a car, but obviously this one would have been new old stock.
Mm-hmm. Well, Motorola was a very big manufacturer of automotive radios back in the day. It's a nice thick cone. It's got a pleated edge. You can see, check out how they've glued the paper. It literally just...
On the side. Oh,
on the side. So yeah, probably impossible to recone because it's riveted together. And why would you want to recone it? I mean, just look at it. Look at it. It's great. The size and the shape of the frame makes me think automotive radio. It's probably a weird impedance.
Yeah.
Do you recollect what it was?
No, I don't think I've actually measured it, but I bet it was designed this way so that it would be narrow enough to fit in a specific place. So you don't have a magnet sticking out the back.
The thing that I'm thinking about, though, is that's not any shallower than a lot of other speakers that size.
It's so weird.
But, I mean, it is still really shallow.
Are you going to build a dedicated case?
More than likely, yeah. I'll probably have to experiment with some cardboard boxes, which I fully recommend for full range drivers like this. A little low wattage tube amp, or even a little solid state Bluetooth receiver, whatever you want to do. Cardboard boxes make the perfect modeling, to test it. And I could probably clear this coil out and then let it play, break itself in, and measure it, see what its response is, see where its tuning is, and I could actually probably build an actual wooden box for it.
Beautiful.
I estimate something like this
Beautiful.
would probably have a frequency range of probably 150 hertz to 10 kilohertz, maybe.
Oh, wow.
Maybe better than that.
Wow.
So depending on what box you put it in, it could probably go lower than that. But yeah, that is cool to finally see this in person. And I mean,
excuse me,
I've never seen one before. I mean, besides your video, I've never seen one before in person. It's such an odd thing. All right, let's go ahead and put it back in its box for the time being. Just the box by itself too, it just goes to show that this was a different time in America.
Yeah, it really was.
It was a different time in the entire world, pretty much, where things were just built differently. And I'm not saying things were built better then, because there's extremes to both sides of that.
Right.
Man, look at that. Look at the box. Underneath the original Motorola label, you can see the original box label. Quality carton, Chicago, Illinois. Oddly enough, Motorola is from the same area, so that would make sense that they would source a locally produced box.
Right.
So that has been the Motorola number 5 Oblong Speaker with a part number written in pencil. That's a graphite. That's probably a lead pencil. I don't know. What did they make pencils out of then?
It's actually it's been graphite pretty much almost the whole time.
I've got graphite in my leg.
Oh wow.
Kid stabbed me in the leg in elementary school and it stayed.
Oh.
Still there. I'm not going to show you.
From a pencil.
We're not going to see that on YouTube. But yeah. So that is cool. I'm glad I finally got to see that.
Absolutely,
in
brother.
person. Really. I mean, it's cool. It really is. Even though it's just a material item. It's more than that. If you're watching this video, you know that. That's cool. Thank you. Thank you, Ricky.
You're very welcome, Doctor.
It's a strange reverse speaker that was given as a gift to SpeakerFreak95. SpeakerFreak has carefully been exercising the voice coil manually to try to clear out dust
isn't quite right, but we'll see what we can do.
Bleh.
Might be slightly misaligned too.
That's what I originally thought was, back in 2007, was alignment. Because whenever I kind of twisted the metal a bit, it sounded better.
Let's play it, see what happens. Oh my, that was loud.
Same phenomenon I witnessed back in 07.
Oh, I'm not gonna push it too hard. Yeah, if you push it to the other side. It's never been used, so you're gonna get dust and dirt in there. Just put a little pressure. Interestingly enough, more sound does seem to almost kind of come from the front. I don't know, what would you consider the front?
I still expect the front to be the side where you can see the frame.
I think you're right.
Plus the leads wouldn't go on the front.
You'd be surprised, I've seen it before. Pretty cool. Let's compare it to the internal speaker. It's a little bit more efficient.
Okay, so we're at a workbench over here. Jordan Tuck has put together a small amplifier. Years ago, Jordan built a small LM386 amplifier. Isn't it cute? Really enjoy this little amp. So he's currently has it hooked up to this small 3-inch speaker. He's going to run some test tones, and once he establishes proper operation, the test tones will then be ran through the very strange design speaker. Take a listen. The amplifier is performing nicely. Now we will transfer audio to the odd design speaker. Brace. Notice the distortion.
It's not very happy, is it?
When Jordan bends the metal, the speaker performs better sound.
I think over time it's gotten misshapen or got dropped.
Repeat that.
I think over time it's just gotten dropped or misshapen or something. I don't know. I don't know.
Stay tuned for more after Jordan attempts to bend the metal. Jordan manhandled the speaker
Check this out.
to bend it a little bit and improved its operation.
Here it's rubbing right now. So that's at the resonance frequency of the speaker, which is about 150 hertz. It's fixed. Sweet.
Basic manhandling.
Little dirt in the coil. Yeah, after about 8 kilohertz, it's done. Let's listen to some music. Like that funny EQ. That was done to see how much it can do. Definitely needs a tweeter.
Coming here, wasting all my time.
There, it's working again.
When you're standing oh so near, I kinda lose my mind.
Push a little bit here.
It's not the perfume that you wear.
There, it's ready to go.
It's not the ribbons in your hair. I don't want you coming here. Wasting all
It's
my
done.
time.
Let's simulate a box.
Kinda like a ghetto fix, but it will work.
Yep.
I hope you enjoyed this presentation of Jordan Tuck receiving a very odd speaker and via manhandling it, returning it to operating condition.
Yep.
Any last words?
It's working. Get that microphone up to it. Check it out. Cool.
Indubitably. Shot on October 30th. Well, it started earlier on the 28th originally, but now it's October 30th, 2019 AD on the Gregorian calendar.